What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. I've got another topic for you, which honestly cannot be spoken about enough, and I've kind of wrote it in a way where, although the contents within this topic are not going to sound anything special to you guys or anything extraordinary, but I'm going to kind of categorize them in a different way to try and see if it reaches out and makes a difference on other people. Because I understand that a lot of the things that I've spoken about in previous videos before, I've kind of said them in the usual typical way, like everyone else on YouTube does, and hence people find that sort of content boring and recycled. So I'm going to be talking about immature and versus mature trading decisions, right? Before I get into the video, I apologize if I sound a bit off. I'm quite ill right now, so I'm going to just take this video a bit slowly, but I don't want to keep it too long either. So, if you're, let's say, an immature person to begin with, you're someone who probably goes through life carefree. You like to have a laugh. You like to enjoy life as you go through it, right? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but when you come into something as serious like trading, where your whole life can be flipped upside down for the good or for the bad in the span of days, weeks, months, is something that shouldn't be taken very lightly. It should be taken very seriously. So yeah, I'm not saying that immaturity is something that you guys should completely abolish away from your lives. There's a time and place to be that kind of person, and I'm not trying to say don't enjoy life either. You can also do these sort of things in the right time, in the right place. But trading is very much a very mature, very much a gentleman's game. We have to acknowledge that trading is a very serious business to get into. It's not for the weak, and to be honest, if you've got people who are quite immature with how they live coming into this sort of environment, then without even realizing, they're kind of just asking to have their ass handed to them, essentially. So, as I said before, being an immature person kind of just means that you're kind of just going off your own feelings, doing what it is that you want to do, right? Now, because I preach a lot that trading is kind of a way of life, it goes hand in hand, right? These sort of ways you behave, or these sort of decisions that you take and do in real life, trying to bring that across to now trading, to try and belittle trading and act as if that is nothing serious to be worried about. Obviously, online on social media, it's a completely different story. It makes it seem like trading is the easiest way to make money, and quite honestly, it's really not like that, because let's be honest, probably 90% of what you see online is not even the truth, right? We're in a world nowadays where anything can be faked so easily. And so, having an immature mindset coming into trading is only going to really keep pushing you steps back. It's not going to help you in any way, right? So, when we think about what are the sort of immature trading decisions that people can tend to do, these are not going to be surprising to you. Trading emotionally, chasing, for example, FOMO, revenge trading, all these sort of things. Probably the most important one, lack of a plan. Now, the reason why this is kind of a poor immature sort of decision to be taking when going into trading, right, is I'll give you an analogy. So trading without a strategy or like a plan is basically the equivalent of you trying to reach a destination by driving, but you don't have any GPS, you don't have any Google Maps, any maps, no signs or anything. You have nothing to guide you, you have nothing to remind you of your current location. So you're kind of just going off what you feel like is the right direction. And when you end up doing that, you're taking things purely off of gut feeling. And trust me, like if you go into trading with purely on the basis of your own gut feeling, then having no real entry, not having any reasoning behind you taking an entry, can only mean the downfall, really. So I guess we can talk about now what a mature trader would be doing. So before I get into it, I guess trading is a way of life, right? There's only one sort of person, one type of person that you will end up becoming once you go through the process of wanting to be a trader. When you go through this whole journey, it really does change and mature you as a person. It feels like you're aging, right? Because when you're at a very young age, for example, which is typically when most people are kind of immature and they get into trading, and imagine, let's say, for example, a 17, 18-year-old was to find trading from such a young age, and now they've found the correct path of how to become more stoic as a person, how to make more informed, clearer decisions. The type of person he's going to become is going to be a night and day difference compared to his friends, for example. And so then it makes you feel like you're aging or you're leaving your sort of demographic very fast. So hence why I say like trading can make you feel like you're aging, because not numerically, but in terms of your mindset, right? You'll become more mature and less immature as a person. So obviously mature trading decisions, typical things of a trader, being stoic, having a plan, risk management, money management, all these things. In due time, those are the things which will eventually get you the results that you're trying to reach. So yeah, as I said, these traits and these typical things that a successful trader might do is nothing different to what I've said in the past, right? But I've kind of categorized them into mature and immature people, right? Because what I want you guys to kind of take away from this video, right, is to kind of do some self-reflection and understand that what you've been doing in the past, has it actually been something of a mature trader? You cannot come into trading with a carefree attitude and assume that you're going to somehow make it and still go out on social media, go out, do all these shenanigans. Like, sure, there's a time and place to be that kind of person, right? But in my opinion, if you want to be someone who is able to live that sort of lifestyle, you have to learn to be able to kind of switch between being a mature stoic person and then also being an immature person who wants to also enjoy their life. Typical saying, work hard, play hard. It's not so much just play hard. And really, if you come into trading with a very carefree attitude, then seriously, you're really going to get your ass handed to you. Save yourself from going through dark times, really, because from the stories that I've heard and what I've been through, like sometimes if you're like most other people, you go through dark times when you're a trader. There are times where it feels directionless, where it feels like you're not really cut out for it, but the mature person in you is saying you can do it. As a person, as a man anyway, we love the sense of accomplishment that we'll get from being able to harness this skill as a trader, because trading is a way of life. It will also be reflected in your surroundings, in the outside world as you see it. So I guess that's what I want you guys to take away as a summary. Do some inner work, do some self-reflection, and understand that, are you actually mentally in the right phase to be able to take on trading? Some people really aren't cut out for it at the moment, and it's a shame, because imagine if someone found trading too early when they were in their sort of immature sort of phase, not really knowing any better. That same person could have been a really good trader and probably changed their life, but because they probably found trading too early and they put their ego first instead of submitting to the markets and knowing that you're not going to be right all the time, then that person could have been a good trader, but they just kind of just wasted talent, really. So yeah, that was kind of everything I wanted to highlight in this video, and yeah, I apologise for being slightly ill. So I'm talking so quietly, I don't even know if the camera's gonna pick this up. So, but yeah, that's everything I wanted to talk about in this video. If you enjoy kind of transparent but engaging, versatile, impactful content like this, then you should subscribe and hit the like button. It lets me know if I should carry on making YouTube videos like this. If you've been a supporter of me for a long time, I'm sure you're probably surprised at me how many interesting, unique, original content I can come out with, trying to spread the trading message, but in a way that it kind of targets people individually. And that's the whole point of making content like this, to try and reach out more and make an impact. But without getting too philosophical and going on that tangent, appreciate you guys for listening this far. Stay happy, stay blessed, and thanks for watching.